Hey, everybody, welcome to the Odin's Call YouTube channel where we talk about stuff. I got a good message today. I got something I hope you can come back to, watch it 1,000 times. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Even if there's some other videos on here you don't like as much, as I'm almost sure you're going to like this one. Because I do have some valid things to say from time to time. And you might disagree with me. And if you do, jump down in the comments of any of my videos and tell me why you disagree. Let's have a conversation about it. I will never make fun of you. I will never yell at you. I will never insult you, even if you insult me. Because I'm confident enough in myself that I don't care. Anyway, let's get started here. As I always say, I love you, I respect you, and if I have to, I will protect you. Like the video, subscribe to the video. Anyway. And that's regardless of who you are, regardless of your political leanings, regardless of your race, regardless of your gender, regardless of anything. My only guiding post for whether or not you and I are going to get along is whether or not you're an asshole, period. So, anyway, let's get started. The reason I wanted to make this video is that I'm gathering that there are too many people in the world right now that don't have someone who tells them every day that they love them. The result of that is you have a lot of people that are out there hurting. You got a lot of people that are out there struggling. You've got a lot of people that are out there turning into a type of person that they would probably prefer not to be. So I just want to make eye contact with you right now. And if you're looking away, look at the screen. I love you. I do. Even if I don't like you, I love you. Even if you and I disagree on just about anything, or just about everything, I still love you. You know why I love you? Because it's a waste of time to hate anybody. It's a waste of energy. It's a waste of your brain to hate anybody. And the truth of the matter is chemically, biologically speaking, hate and love are very similar to one another. Except one manifests itself in a very negative way, and one manifests itself in a very positive way. And I want to tell you that I've gotten a little bit of undercover stuff from people, about, Jesus and... Okay. If you want to be more like Jesus, love everyone. You don't have to like them. You can be mad at them if you want to, but you still have to love them. In my case, I kind of reject all of that. But I do attempt to be at least somewhat Christ-like in that respect. That I love you by default, even if I don't like you. Now, obviously, there are some, notable exceptions to that. And there are some people that I just can't respect and I can't love, and that I just can't. And if you're sitting there thinking, some kind of radical, crazy stuff that people might do that makes me dislike them, you're probably right. But as for you, I love you. And I got your back. And even when you feel like the world is caving in around you and you got nobody who's paying attention, nobody who's concerned about you, nobody who loves you, you're wrong. You got at least one. And as I continue to build this channel, and as I recruit people into the frankly the thought process of using logic and reason and love to guide everything, I think you'll find that you'll have a community here that will do you some good. Because we all need somebody who looks at us from time to time and says, I love you. But I'm going to throw something in there that a lot of people forget. You are not entitled to love. You're not entitled to respect. You're not entitled to protection. You have to earn that. And the way that you earn that in any environment is by having those feelings and those characteristics and exhibiting those characteristics to other people that you have in your life. Even if those people are strangers, I don't know that I've ever met a stranger, because I naturally and by default generally care about the majority of the people that I interact with, and unless, by whatever miracle it is, they've already demonstrated themselves to be somebody that I wouldn't want to associate with. In general, I look at just about anybody and go, awesome, let's be cool. Whatever that is. Doesn't matter, right? Whether you're, you got a plaid shirt on and a piece of straw hanging out of your mouth. Okay. A corn skin hat or whatever. Okay. Whether you're sagging your pants down to your ankles and, you got a gold chain the size of my head. I got one of those too. But, I don't care. I think by default, most people are really cool. But you still have to earn that from most people. I'll give it to you by default. Most people won't. Right? I'll give it to you by default. Most people won't. And earning respect is a good thing. Because in order to earn respect, you have to be respectful. And sometimes somebody's going to look at you and they might say something stupid. They might not by default automatically love you and automatically respect you. And that's okay. That's okay. You teach people how to treat you by how you treat them. And if your default is to dislike people until they prove themselves to be worthy of being liked by you or loved by you, that's how people are going to treat you. And it sucks. It really starts to suck after a little while when you're constantly using some measuring stick of how much somebody automatically respects you to how much you automatically respect them. So again, it's a waste of energy, and it's a thermometer that is just a waste of your time. Start with respect. Start with love. Start by having people's backs. Let them prove you otherwise. If you want to live a more fulfilling life, and I certainly have since I've adopted this mindset. And I want to go backwards in time a little bit and tell you it has not always been this way. I have, in the past, been really quick to go, yeah, I don't like that person. I don't know that person, so fuck them. Right? When I adopted a mindset of looking at somebody and saying, all right, I love you by default. I got your back by default. I found that people that I wouldn't have otherwise associated with have something on their mind, have something to offer that I hadn't taken into consideration on looks alone. And I invite you to do the same, to look into the world and look at other people and say, I just love you. And when they fire back at you with, go F yourself or whatever, it's okay to go, okay, well, go F yourself too. Let's start with the default of love. And even the person that tells you to go F yourself, it's okay to just love them anyway. Okay. Well, thanks for your input. And I'll be right here when you're done being an asshole. Believe me when I tell you, taking this approach to things makes for a much more fulfilling life than, by default, marginalizing anyone. I say all that to say this. You might have found this video today because you needed someone to look you in the eye and tell you I love you. You got that. Because I do. I do. And I do have your back. And I will protect you if I have to. By default. You'd have to give me a reason not to. Anyway. Long story short. Some of you have been to my videos a number of times. I'm up to a few hundred subscribers at this point. I know this channel will take off, at some point. Not too far down the road, I hope. But the reason that that's going to happen is that I think people in general are getting really, really tired of hating each other, of disliking each other, of being told that they're required to dislike each other. And what I really want to build this into is a community of people that can look each other in the face and by default say, I love you and I respect you. And if I have to, I will protect you, regardless of whether or not we agree on anything or on everything. Doesn't matter. By default, because we share this rock together, I love you. And when I say that, I mean it. And I hope when you say it, you mean it too. hey, I'm really glad you came today. Thanks for watching my video. And keep coming back. It works if you work it.